Hi guys, welcome to the treehouse. How are you all doing today? Hello. Hi Queen of Pentacles, I saw you said hello. Goddess Sash Gamer, hi, welcome to the treehouse, dear. Glad to see you. It has been a long time. Here, Dillian, welcome back. Drunken Hunter, hi. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you very much. Hope you've been doing good. Thank you for what you do. You really help me with my ongoing journey. I will always believe in you. Thank you so much. This week is like the best I've felt in like a super long time. And I know I keep saying this, but I really honestly feel like now things can maybe be calm enough for me to like remember what I love doing instead of trying to fix my life every day. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate all of you being here. I'm so sorry I'm so sporadic this year. It has been just a complete chaotic ball of energy for me. I've had to fix a lot of things. I've had to reorganize my life like repeatedly in multiple ways. The short list is I had to move. I had to get multiple types of jobs. I had my car broken into and things were stolen from it. Parts were stolen from my car. That was after I had had it towed. That was after I had had it towed. So it broke down. Oh my god, my car broke down one week. Oh, it's literally been one thing after freaking another. So I've just been like fixing a lot of things. A lot of things. So things are really starting to calm down for me. Emotionally, I feel much more stable than I was before, which is great. And everything just seems calmer. So I really honestly think this time that streaming can become like a priority again. Unfortunately, I could not handle it with everything else that was going on. Oh yeah, and I had somebody trying to steal my identity. It's literally been one thing after another. Everything that could go wrong, or something that could break, or something that could just happen to you has literally happened to me. So hey Penguin! Is it Batman? No, we'll see our guest really soon here. Just a second. Hey Emma! You got divorced, Boxer Brit? Wow, it is time for new things. Yes, I know the energies have been really crazy right now. I can only imagine with everything that's been like happening to me, that everything, I can't imagine what's been happening to you guys, you know what I mean? And so like a part of me is like, I need to be there for everybody, but the other part of me is like, I need to fix my life. So like it's been how can someone steal your identity? It was so it's they tried to open up a bank. They tried to open up a bank card in my name. Anyway, it was a huge deal. It was a huge deal. So while I was trying to apply for a car loan, this was happening. So I could get a new car. So I also got a new car. Anyway, it's been insane. Hi Daniel the Freak. Hi dear. Welcome back. Happy to see you. Long time no see. Yes, Dragon Warrior. I'm so glad to see you. Hi, sweetie. Hi. All of this did happen pretty much at the same time while my friend from Massachusetts decided to stop by and come stay with me for a few months. So even though I'm a solo woman living on her own, my friend is visiting us for the next few months. And she has been here already for a while. So she has witnessed all of this crazy stuff happening. And she has just been like the biggest support for me. So she does want to come in and say hi on stream today. So we will go ahead and let her say hello. She is going to be our special guest today. While I do the stream. She'll just kind of pop in and say hi if she wants to. So we'll let her come in and say hi. Yeah, go on over.
Can I get something to say?
Yeah, you can sit. Drum roll. Drum roll.
Not great. It's just me. Hey everyone. Oh my god. It's Emma.
It's Emma!
Yeah. Hey
It's
everyone.
Emma, guys. It's Rocker the Ire. She came to visit me.
Yeah.
So she's has been one of the members of the community for a long time now. And so she is actually here in physical form rather than just a name on the interwebs. So that has been a nice blessing in line of all the other crap that's been happening. So, if y'all want to know why I'm back on Twitch, it's because of this person right here. So, we can all say, Emma, thank you so much. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you for loving and supporting Luna while you could during that crazy, chaotic time. Thank you, Emma. I love you and appreciate you.
I love you and everyone that supports you.
So that has been like the greatest thing, honestly, in the midst of all this, has just been, somebody that just I met on Twitch, while I was painting and just hanging out. Ends up being somebody who becomes my friend, my best friend, who's able to help me, in multiple ways and just be freaking supportive person. So, just whoever you have in your life that is able to be that supportive rock, please allow them to help you in your chaotic moments. Please. It makes life so much easier.
Hi, Miss Sombra. She probably doesn't know me, but...
Hey, Miss Sombra. Hi, dear. We do have a guest. So this is Emma. She is, she's been a member of the community for a while, so Rocker de Ire. That is her screen name. She just came for a visit. She's gonna stay with us for a few months. So she's just chilling. She'll be here in the background, just hanging out. You glad someone encouraged me to return? Katsumi, it has been, I'm not gonna lie, this has been the year, so 2019, being 33, 2019 has literally been, no, it's not 2019. 2021 has literally been the craziest year I have ever experienced. In my whole life. So, yes, thank Emma. It's lovely to see you again. Hi, Katsumi. So sorry for all the stress, Luna. I'm sorry for the stress too, because I haven't been able to be here. Because it's been just so freaking crazy. Everyone wants to go back in time. I think I do want to go back in time to 2019. 2019 was great, actually. I quit my corporate job. I started streaming full-time on Twitch. I started doing my intuitive painting. 2019 was great. Thanks, Emma. Oh, really? You'll be streaming, Katsumi? Oh, that's so nice. I'm excited. I'm gonna give you a follow right now then, Katsumi.
I already followed them.
You already follow Katsumi? Look at that. You already got a follower.
No, before. Hey, Drunken! Someone that recognizes me.
Ah, nice.
Oh,
can I follow
shit.
from here?
They just haven't streamed, yeah.
Oh, they just have it streamed?
I
can't do it from here. Oh, I'm already following you. Just kidding.
No, I've been following them for a while. So.
Yeah. So I do want to do a general message for everybody. Because, oh my freaking gosh.
Hope you're doing well, Drunken. Sorry. Say it.
Hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah.
So I did want to do a general message for everybody. Since we have a lot of crazy, chaotic energy going on right now. Which I think is starting to calm down. But... Vivi! Hi! welcome back. Thank you for your subscription. Hi everyone, hope you're doing fine. Hey crazy bro. Hi dear. I still have in my brain is a notice to check out your server. I still want to sign in. I just haven't had a minute yet. Amazed. Yes. Can't imagine it will be calm with Emma around. She's doing all right.
What happened?
Any chance we can get you back on the radio program in the new year, Lady Lunar? Yes.
Oh.
So I will most likely stick to Wednesdays during the week for right now, which means, Katsumi, Thursday nights for your show. We won't be in the way of each other anymore. So that's a blessing. It means I won't stream as much during the week, but I do want to start streaming on the weekend. Just do it when you're ready for it. Absolutely, I will. Absolutely, I will. Miss Umbra is supposed to behave. You're supposed to behave. Oh, yes, yes. Everyone just behave already. It does get quite rowdy sometimes with Emma. She's got this really big, boisterous laugh.
I think some people know that.
Hi, Luna and friends. Hey, Wheel. Welcome back, sweetheart. You'll email me? Perfect. Please do. Please do. For those of you... I just have a couple of announcements. So for those of you who are patrons... My patrons on Patreon. Number one, I fucking love you. Okay? If you are currently still patrons on my Patreon, you guys are the MVPs. I fucking love you. And if you are still a patron, you'll know that I have not charged you, like, at all. Like, at all. Okay? But as a thank you for continuing to be a patron and just freaking be a supportive person. Hey, Sage the Mage, thank you for the follow. For November and December, I will be activating my Patreon again. There are new perks for Patreon. They will start in November, but I will not be charging you until January. So you're going to get 2 months of free content on Patreon for being my patron. That is going to be a holiday thank you package that I want to do for you guys. So if you currently are a patron, I'm not going to be charging you for November, but the content tiers will still be active. And I will not charge you for December, but the content tiers will still be active. So that is my little thank you for the holiday. I just wanted to put that out there because I do appreciate that so many of you have been pledged still. And I've nearly been gone for essentially a year. So I do want to thank you guys. I will also be sending out thank you cards to you guys as well as Christmas cards. So if you don't have your if you don't have your address in Patreon right now and you want one, please go into the Patreon page for yourself and update that for me so that I can send you stuff, please. Okay? So 2 months for free. 2 months of content for free. We're going to roll out the new stuff. So have a look at it. And thank you so much. I love and appreciate you guys like more than I could ever explain, which is why I want to do that for you as kind of like a thank you. Hey Luna, hey gold hairs. Hi sweetheart. You missed me. Hey Sam, welcome back. Hi. You already set up on Discord as well. Oh yeah, that's true. She's so boisterous in the chat. I know, she's pretty calm right now. You're at work, you'll be lurking. Thank you, Forest Fairy. Alright, so now that we have that out of that little blurb out of the way, again, I will be doing patron activity once more. I just won't be charging you guys for 2 months. I'll start the cycle charging back again in January. So you guys will have a little bit of time to See if you like the new setup, if you like the content, if it's gonna fit for you. Maybe you want to switch it around a tier or something like that. That's fine. Or maybe you just want to enjoy the free content and then jump off. That's okay. I really don't care. I just want to say thank you to those of you who are still pledged. So, all right. So, the other announcement I have is a really big one. It's a really big one. Should we do another drum roll? And then we'll do cards, I promise. Boom. Okay. I am traveling to England this year. In the next few months. Over Christmas. I already bought a ticket. So I will be in England, in the UK. Yep. That's when I will be in the UK. So I'm not sure entirely yet what my schedule will look like as far as what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna be, if anybody can necessarily come stop by and visit. However, if you are in England, chances are we can make something work. So if you are interested in maybe meeting me or going to a restaurant or something, or like a park or what, I don't really care. Let me know in Discord and we can see what we can do for you. So that is another thing that I wanted to make an announcement of. I will be posting probably most of my updates on the trip on my Patreon, because you guys have just been so supportive. I just wanna share everything with you. Hey, Metalunar, welcome in. That will be a fun trip, Katsumi. I know! I'm so excited. I got a ticket and I gave myself like business class tickets. So I feel really fancy. I feel like real fancy. Can you also travel to Belgium? Not this week, not this time around. But it's not that far. Not that far. I signed up for air miles, so maybe next time. What did I miss? Oh my gosh, so much, Metalunar, so much. Are you ready for a general reading, Metalunar? Do you need the message that's in this? Is that what you need? So I know our last general message was about, I guess that's all the announcements I have, really. I'll let you guys know. But I do plan on being more active in Discord as well. Probably just hang out. If you are interested in playing Minecraft, that is currently the way that I am, like, unwinding myself the fuck out. So if you are interested in playing Minecraft, let me know in Discord. And we can try it out and see how we feel. If we vibe together when we play. But some of you, like, personal friends and things like that have already gotten invites. I'm not done with all the invites, though. Katsumi says, I hope to return to Japan one day. Aww. Once they allow foreign travelers again. You've been set up for 6 months of Shinto priesthood training. Oh, at a temple there. Oh, wow, that's nice. Ooh, I like it. Yeah, it's a general reading for the whole chat, Metalunar, yep. So I got this new deck. I'll show you. There's a lot of stuff I've been doing. I've been gone forever, so I feel like I could just talk to you guys all day long and just tell you, like, everything that's been happening. But I did get this new deck. Because I'm a working woman. I can buy myself whatever I want now. Emma just laughs. I don't know, what is this one called? Hold on. This is a new deck. Oracle of the Hidden Worlds is what this is called. I'll eventually change the camera, but Oracle of Hidden Worlds. You have a Discord for art? Oh man, that would be fun. That would be fun. We will eventually be doing art again. So those of you who have like commissioned art pieces, or have asked me for a commission, or have asked me for a private reading, or like have asked me for an energy work session, or like any of that stuff, like I am resuming that again. So if that's still something that you're looking into doing, that is open back up now, because things really have kind of calmed down. I can't imagine anything else could happen to me this year. But we have, these are really nice because it's got like fairies, greenmen. Oh look, Stonehenge. A Mother Awakens. We look forward to that. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. All right. So I'm going to do a quick reading here, because I do feel like there's still a lot of energy going on. And for people that I have done like private sessions with, there's been a lot of, how do I explain this? A lot of opening up, energetically opening up. A lot of like crossed wires. Is that like an accurate way I want to say that? A lot of crossed wires, a lot of plugging into the collective consciousness, a lot of just searching for soul family, searching for not just in a romantic way, but definitely in a romantic way, soul family. Just a lot of looking for clarity in a time which seems to be really just chaotic. I mean, I can't even express how chaotic things have been. So just to reiterate, self-care is super important as always, but let's go ahead and do some channeling. I feel like Emma wants to help channel a little bit.
You read my mind. You must be psychic. I was gonna actually ask you to.
I didn't call that at all, did I?
Yeah.
All right. I do feel like Emma's gonna help us, so perfect. Hi, Nemesis. Welcome in. Hi. Hey, Fiona. Welcome in, sweetheart. All right. Perfect. I'm just gonna tap into the energies, and then we'll see what wants to come through. This is a general reading for the collective. We want messages that are going to be most helpful. Please help us be very clear and concise. I will use this deck to start out with. Hey, JC! Hi! You just popped in for the general read. We haven't started yet, but we are right now. So there's this energy of like exhaustion. This energy of like, yeah, this energy of like, I'm already exhausted and it's not even winter yet. And I get exhausted in winter. Or, which can also be kind of translated to, I'm already kind of like sad or overwhelmed or depressed would even be a really good word too. I'm already at that stage and like winter hasn't even hit yet. So it's like this almost dread of winter months, because now is already hard and we already anticipate that winter is already hard. So we're expecting that this is going to be like 5 times harder. Like winter's going to just be difficult. It's just going to be difficult. I feel like we have a tendency here in that. I'll show you the cards. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Winter is coming, right, Fira? Right? It will be hard winter for many, I agree. I think so, Nemesis. Yeah. I think so. And just because there are certain habits that we do in the winter, from old like cycles. So here, okay, there's a lot coming in right now. Okay. So we have a lot of cycles, right, that we live in. So each year, or not each year, but like each energetic event in our life creates an energetic cycle from that, right? Do we all understand that? Like an energetic event in life creates an energetic cycle that we run. I think we all kind of understand that. So what's happening is, for this particular year, with all of these retrogrades and just intensity and just chaos, but also just very much of like slow moving at the same time. This is really weird energy. It's kind of like, help me explain this. It's kind of like we are expecting to use old energetic cycles, like information and habits. Thank you is the good word. Habits from an old cycle. We want to go back and use those old energetic habits for this new cycle. And that is actually making the cycle harder. Does this make sense? If you're having a really hard time right now, where are your habits? Where are your daily habits? Really look at those. Look at your daily activities, your daily habits. Because what needs to happen is you need to be more nurturing to yourself. Are your daily habits nurturing? Because this is a nurturing mother card. And I specifically, when I saw this card come out, I felt like this was talking about not just nurturing us, but like nurturing our body, nurturing our spirit, nurturing our heart, nurturing our inner child, who's probably the most undernourished right now, honestly. Hey, Pockets ain't full. Welcome back, sweetie. Yeah, Nemesis, exactly. Nemesis says years of lockdowns leading into a nasty winter on top of planetary alignments. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of negative energy circuits bouncing around in people right now. Yes, exactly. And that is old. That's what I mean when I'm saying old energetic patterns, habits, based on the energetic pattern you were in forever ago. But you're a new person now with new energy. You can't go use those old patterns and still feel okay. You know what I mean? You have to laugh more about yourself so it's funny lurking on itself, dragon. Aw, yeah. Yeah, you can't. It won't work. So if you're having a really hard time right now, look at your daily habits. In what way are you trying to utilize old cycles, old energetic cycles, old energetic habits, and bring them into this new space? Yeah, so we have Emma. Emma's channeling energy for us. So if you're getting blasted with energy, it's her. So we say, thanks, Emma. Yeah, you're gonna say hi to Emma Nemesis, but she was busy. She's doing really well. She's doing well. So the other card here is the Hierophant. And this is talking about knowledge. And I feel like this knowledge card has many things it could be saying. I almost feel like, okay, so when you become, when you energetically become a new person, because honestly, that's what all of this energy is trying to do. If you're uncomfortable, it's because you are shifting, right? What I used to say this so often and would repeat it 100 times, right? Being uncomfortable means you're expanding and growing. Being uncomfortable is part of growth. If now is uncomfortable, spot on. So try to kind of look at it that way instead of, oh, I mean, I know it's hard. Trust me. I know it's hard. Okay. There's a reason why I haven't been on Twitch, okay? I understand it's very hard. But me not being on Twitch was kind of, in my own way, part of my healing, right? It was part of my self-care. Because I'm like, you know what? I can't do this right now. I need to take care of these things in my life, you know. Not that I don't love it. Not that, you know, there's not other things that need my attention, but it's okay to, like, take time for that. Shout out to Twitch Breaks. Hey, friends! Nothing worth a lot comes easy. I know. Emma has interesting artwork on her palms. Yeah, she writes all kinds of symbols. So, again, if you are uncomfortable, you're growing, okay? But that means, this is where this card comes in, okay? That means you might not know what that looks like. You might not know what that new version of you looks like, or wants to look like, or how to get there, or what, I don't know, what does a trait, what do happy people do every day? You might not know that. You might not know that. I want to be a happy person every day. What do happy people do every day? And you just go and you Google it, right? What do entrepreneurs do? What do self-made entrepreneurs do? No. You go and Google that. You might not have any idea how to get to where you want to be. So, man, I gotta tell you guys, Google and the internet, if you use it right, it will get you anything that you need. I swear, Google what you want. Google what you need to find out. Use the internet appropriately. Yeah, it's easy to get misinformation as well. And that's exactly where intuition comes in, right? That's exactly where intuition comes in, right? That's where discernment comes in too, right? This is saying, in order to be healthy and happy, you have to drink 3 cups of coffee every 5 days. I don't know why I came up with that. I don't really like coffee. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that one. You just never know. But there are ways to find out what you want. So you should be nurturing yourself, obviously. And you should also be finding information, gaining that knowledge. Don't use "I don't know how" as an excuse. We are now in the digital age where anybody can know anything at the drop of an instant. Not knowing how to do something is not an excuse anymore. Hey, Teal Nami, welcome in, dear. So I'm going to repeat that. Saying, but I don't know how to do something is not an excuse anymore. Hi, Rob. You got a live stream. Hi. Hello, hello. If you don't know, use your energy and your time to find your answer. The tools are readily available to all of us now. Okay. This generosity card also comes out. Generosity. This is actually feeling more like the Hermit card to me. When I'm feeling it. So this one is feeling more like a withdrawn energy, withdrawing of time, not just generosity with time, with resources, with experience, with communication. I feel like a lot of us have just been like, kind of like, the world is kind of too much for me, so I'm just going to kind of retreat and just do my own thing and kind of just be in my own little bubble, because that is my program from back here when I needed that for my self-care. But now we're moving into a new energy. We're moving into a new space. And even though we feel comfortable in that, we also feel uncomfortable in that. And what does that mean? Right? So this card in particular is specifically talking about being more generous with your time, being more generous with your resources, being more generous with your communication, be the change that you want to see in the world. You want to see big, beautiful, open people. Be that big, beautiful, open person. Does that mean sometimes somebody's going to step on your toes and hurt you? Yeah. But 9 times out of 10, probably not. And most certainly never in a way that you won't survive. So, this is really just talking about opening ourselves up. Time to, of course, you still want to nurture yourself, right? This is not an over-giving, right, without nurturing. This isn't Diana hops on stream for 6 or 7 hours a night and doesn't take care of her goddamn body, right? Right? I am very honest when I do these readings. I will call myself out. Those of you who have watched me for a long time will hear me do that, right? This is not over-giving with not nurturing yourself. This is a balance of each one. But I do feel like those of us who have been like a bit withdrawn, a bit concealed, a bit in hermit mode, it's time to balance that hermit mode out by being more open. So it's okay to be a hermit, but you can't always just be a hermit. You've got to, at some point, start opening that generosity in that way. If it's not through monetary means, of course, then definitely through your time, your resources, your energy, your conversation. Conversation. I'm just going to go on a mini tangent here because this is important, and this is a big one, I feel. Conversation, you can literally change someone's life just with a conversation. You don't have to throw tons of dollars at somebody to get somewhere. You don't have to devote crazy amounts of time or do crazy feats of activities or gestures to get somewhere. A conversation is enough to exchange, especially if it's coming from a place of experience. So I feel like there are a lot of experienced energy workers here, is what I'm being told. There are tons of experienced energy workers in this chat right now who are not sharing their experiences. Why? Why? You could help a lot of people. Because it's not just me. It's not just streamers, spiritual streamers on Twitch. It's not just spiritual people on YouTube. It's not just spiritual people on Facebook, because I joined some Facebooks, right? It's all of you. So I feel like communication really wants to happen. So anybody that's debating on having a conversation should be having a conversation. It's crazy how easy becoming a hermit is. It is, because that's kind of the energy we've been stuck in for a while, Pockets. So you can be generous, and your generosity is enough just with your conversation. That's what I really want to, put that in that one. Your conversation enough is good enough. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through here. Friendships. This is how you develop friendships. Sorry. Right, Emma? This is, y'all want friends. Y'all want friends. We all want friends. Welcome to the treehouse. I feel like we're all pretty much friends in the treehouse, I feel. That's how I feel. If you survived 2021 with me and you are still here, I would consider you my friend, yeah. It's been a crazy year. This is how you develop friendships. So I feel like there's quite a few of us that are just looking for friendships because we've been in hermit mode for so freaking long, or we want to develop deeper energies, more nurturing energies into our friendships. And I feel like, honestly, like, we've just forgotten how important conversation is. Like, just a chat. It doesn't have to be, like, the most intense, elaborate gesture, or it just talk to people. I want to see what else this friendship card wants to say. So this is definitely an energy that I've been focusing on as well. With a lot of the things that have happened recently in my life, I kind of had to look and see, okay, where am I at and who's there for me? Like, who do I feel like I can reach out to about things? And who do I feel like maybe I can't? And why is that the case? If I feel like I can't reach out to somebody in regards to something, then I need to find out why I feel like I can't. And am I okay with that reason why? Or am I not okay with that reason why? Because that is where the growth happens, right? You can't nurture a relationship if you don't first figure out where it's at, right? You always worry that people will be annoyed if you reach out to them after a long time. Why would they be annoyed? I'd be excited. And I know you, in specific, Miss Umbra, you are one of those in real life friends that I would like to send a Minecraft invite to. If you want to play Minecraft with me. All right. Hey, Respitable. Welcome in, dear. Let's see what else wants to come through. humbled too. It feels nice to be remembered. Okay, this right here. Okay. Alright, this is gonna, Emma, you're gonna be okay, but this is gonna trigger you, hun, and I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I saw this post on Facebook today, and I laughed. I literally laughed out loud. Like, kind of with sarcasm. Because it's kind of ridiculous, okay? I literally read this Facebook post that said something along the lines of, it was talking about boundaries, and that a lot of people set boundaries with ego in their head. Because they'll say, I'm going to draw this boundary because it's just not, it doesn't serve me, right? I can't remember what the post said. Essentially, it said people are drawing boundaries from ego, basically, essentially because they don't want to, how do I even explain this? They don't want to heal a relationship. They just get triggered and then see that that's not serving them. So then they just say, well, that's my boundary. That's my boundary. But they don't actually do the healing to heal the relationship. They just get triggered and walk away and blow up. Or, well, that's just not serving me. If you constantly have boundaries that are being triggered, and you are constantly not having close relationships with people because of that, you really need to look at that. How long are you going to live your life like that? How long are you going to let yourself live your life like that? How old do you have to get before you get really tired of feeling like a tornado with being close to people? So boundaries are important. I'm not going to say that boundaries are not important. But if your boundaries are creating chaos in your relationships, you need to look at why and heal that relationship. Either with how you feel about you or how you feel about that other person. Because if you are constantly cutting ties, chung chung doesn't serve me, chung chung doesn't serve me, chung bye, that's not helping you, and that's not helping the other person. And sometimes, yes, you do need to just say, you know what, I put all the energy into this that I could. It's time to say goodbye. But at some point, they just become toxic. So this, I feel like there's a lot of this happening, not just with certain people here. This could also be happening on Facebook. This would be like, well, this person said this on Facebook, and I don't agree with it, and it doesn't serve my higher good, so I'm just gonna snip, 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 snip. I'm just gonna block them. I'm just gonna delete them from my page. I'm just gonna put them on mute for 30 days. I'm just gonna blah, 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 blah. And notice the energy I have behind what I'm saying, right? I'm like this. Well, I'm just gonna rah, 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 rah. If you are aggressive with your boundaries, you're doing yourself a disservice. Sometimes boundaries are good when we are already in toxic situations. But a lot of us think we're in toxic situations when we're not. I'm going to say that again. Boundaries are okay when you have toxic situations around you, right? But a lot of us think we're in toxic situations when we're not. There are people on this planet, and I've experienced them, okay, that do want to create chaos. They love it. They want it. They want to see you suffer. Trust me, I've been around them, okay? In those situations, these kind of boundaries, this energy of self-defense, this masculine energy that comes out and says, I don't think so, I'm going to protect me, that's necessary. But there are a lot of relationships right now that are fired up because everybody is acting like this with their boundaries. That was a really interesting sound effect. And then we're all just getting pissed off at each other. So we need to let these go. We need to let most, if not all, of these go. So check with yourself. Am I actually in a toxic situation? Or am I just really triggered and I don't know how to handle the situation? Is this actually a toxic situation? And are these boundaries necessary? Or am I just super triggered that masculine energy is coming out to protect me and I just don't know how to handle the situation? Those are two totally different things. And if we don't learn the lessons of these boundaries, and we constantly have these really harsh, big boundary walls that we just push and shift and build, and then somebody steps on something over like a tripwire over here and we just freak out. I don't think we need as much protection as we think we do. Is really what's trying to come through. We don't need as much protection as we think we do. I said this earlier in the stream. What did I say? It's gone. I said this early in the stream where... What did I say? It's gone. It's gone. Something along the lines of... We've already learned. Nothing that happens to us, nothing that anybody triggers us with can kill us. We have already become so strong that we don't need those old habits. We don't need those old boundaries. We don't need those old walls. We don't need those old energetic habits and cycles. We don't need them. We don't need them. Nobody, unless you're in that very toxic situation, which you would know, okay? You would know without a doubt if you were in a toxic situation. Nothing can hurt us to the point where we wouldn't survive. We've learned a lot of lessons. So really, this person stepped on my boundary, so I'm going to just block them. Or this person stepped on my boundary, so I'm just going to delete them. Or this person stepped on my boundary, and I'm just going to remove them from my life. Needs to stop. Because it's not doing any good. It's only making things worse, and you're not learning how to properly set boundaries with people. Healthy boundaries. Cutting someone off and not being able to actually communicate with them and have an actual conversation, okay, does not actually do any healing. It does no healing for you and no healing for the other person. So please do the healing. Please, for your own sake. and for the sake of the other person, because guess what? If that gets done, then this boundary most likely isn't needed anymore. Then you don't have to worry about it. Or you have an actual conversation and you find a happy medium. Sorry, that really needed to come through. That really needed to come through. Okay, anything else Spirit wants to have me shout at people? Because I feel like I'm getting really passionate. Because I literally feel this on so many levels. Hey, Italian! What if the conversation isn't helpful? You have to be able to understand how receptive the person is. And again, is this a toxic situation or just really uncomfortable? Is it a toxic situation or really uncomfortable? Because if it's just uncomfortableness, there's room for growth. Yes. It's easy to just throw out everything that irks you slightly and not grow. Exactly, Nemesis. Yes. You worry about stuff like that. Like you're a crappy friend who disappears for a long time, Miss Umbra. Aww. Hun. No. There's somebody that doesn't need everyday validation. I don't need that either. And I don't think you're a crappy friend. I'm just wondering what would be something toxic, like over something to be fixed. So something that's toxic is something obviously that would be harmful to you. And I don't mean harmful to your feelings, okay? I don't mean harmful to your feelings, because how you feel, you can change. How you feel, you can change. You can choose to change how you feel. Okay? So, this would be toxic as in just any type of abusive behavior, honestly. I think we all know what abusive behavior is at this point. If you don't, you can Google. You can Google what is abusive behavior. Common abusive behaviors. Things that are toxic. Things that are just unmoving, unshifting, constantly. Yeah, you feel like that would be helpful for your fiance to hear too. I feel like I've been boundaried out of their life. Petrichor, you poor dear. You poor dear. I think this is triggering for a lot of people, for sure. You got here just in time. Yes, you did. The murmur sounds. I know, gold hairs. I make all kinds of weird sounds sometimes. You're always triggered, Rob. What? You're doing so much better now. You love my new job, but I'm always triggered. I understand. It's room for growth. It's room for growth, right? Okay, I'm glad that I wasn't avoiding this person due to being uncomfy. This was a toxic person for real. Yeah, there's totally a difference. I have been in multiple types of relationships. I've been in one where a person was actually abusive, like in every single way. And so that really gave me a good reference point for what is toxic and what's not toxic. Like I've had all spectrums of types of relationships around me. And so that has really helped me know, okay, is this abusive and toxic, or is this something in the middle, or is this something where somebody does not want to grow? Because obviously that's a thing too. Sometimes people aren't necessarily toxic, but they don't want to grow and expand. And that is where a conversation on a boundary needs to come forward. But you can't just cut people off without a conversation. Just no. There's no excuse for it. Even my abusive boyfriend that I had for years, I still had a conversation with him before I left. I still had a conversation with him about why I was leaving before I left. Which is a really difficult situation to be in. they've not had to have boundaries before, so I hope this helps. I think so too. You were never able to cut people out, and this was the first time I've done so. Really? Yeah, you agree. I'm glad, Sage. Many chances trying to choose to activate the love skill. Dragon, aw. Some people aren't ready to grow. They just are stuck at a certain stage and develop an ego centered on that stage. Yep. Yep, they do. They do, Katsumi. I've been there too. I've been with someone like that too. You missed the first 30 minutes, Rob. What's the new information that I shared? I might have time to go back over it, but I have this reading to finish. A lot of things. A lot of things. Alright, I'll see if I can get more information out. And that makes sense with the boundaries things because we're probably feeling extra sensitive, which might be why we're in hermit mode. But we just need to have more conversations. Like, the conversations could be nurturing, especially if we're being really clear and concise and we're really hitting home with people that we're having the conversation, not to create chaos. Thank you for the conflict card. But rather to just, like, fix things and heal them. Growth. Yeah, to have growth. We're not doing it to create chaos and pain and conflict. We're doing it for growth. So these two cards came out right in alignment with what I was talking about. So really, unless you have a completely belligerent, toxic, stuck in their head person, if you approach someone and just say, hey, I want to have a conversation, I don't want to stir the pot, I really want to aim for healing, I know things are kind of chaotic right now, and there's lots of boundaries everybody has because everybody's so freaking touchy, I really just want to come together and offer generously my time and my conversation and my experiences so that we can develop a deeper connection with each other and have that growth. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that conversation. A normal, sane human would at least say, yeah, let's try it. Right? Is it possible to have a reading, please, Lady Luna Star? Perhaps, Pichukor. I'm doing this one right now for everybody. This is a group reading. So you'll definitely have stuff in here for you, too. You agree it's sad more when someone does it to you likewise, or that you see the potential in. Hey, Roseflower. Welcome in, hon. Hi. Dragon Warrior. Touchy. Yeah. Yeah, if they respond with more toxicity, gaslighting, and no indication of desire to change that, it would be cutoff time, right? If they really don't want to change it, and you cannot make space for them in some capacity, then that's your choice. Then that's your choice. And sometimes we can lovingly say, okay, I see that this is something that you can't make space for. I still appreciate you. I still love you. I'm just going to have to take some space so that maybe time can heal some things. And I think that that's an appropriate response to give somebody, that you're going to just kind of take a step away. But at least you've made space for that conversation instead of just cutting it off. Because when you have a conversation with someone, you plant the seed differently than you do. You plant a different type of seed than you do if you just cut it off and say nothing. You plant a different seed. You're still on your end obtaining the same thing, but it can be selfish if you're not Yeah, it can be selfish if you're not making space for that conversation. Not that selfishness is wrong, but that is definitely up to each individual. But you do plant a totally different seed in someone's mind and someone's energy and someone's heart when you have a conversation with them first and you tell them why you're stepping away. Okay, well, if this is how you're going to respond to me trying to reach out and heal the situation, then I am going to have to respond by telling you that I need to take a step away from you, and hopefully time will kind of let things heal. I think that's valid. It's a lot healthier and a lot more balanced than you hurt me, bye. Right? Be very open with your conversation. Be very generous with your conversation. Whoops. Yeah, mental conflict. So when we have these kind of conflicts with, because this is definitely still on the energy of like relationships. So the last time I did a relationship reading, I was like, oh my God, if you have a hard time being by yourself, like right now is so freaking hard. Right? And this is kind of like, how the hell do I heal my relationships? Because all of them seem fucked right now. Mental conflict. So I was saying, when you have this conversation in this way, how you sever a conversation or a relationship, how you sever it, how you make divided space, how you kind of separate it a little bit, because that was what we're talking about now. Not saying everybody who just showed up needs to have a relationship separation. That's not what I'm talking about. But in those of us that do, and we're talking about how you say goodbye or how you create that space for healing by literally sometimes creating separation, because sometimes you're so just flipping on top of each other that you just create chaos, and you know you need the space, right? So you create and plant different types of seeds within that person's mind. We have mental conflict here, energy and heart, depending on how you display or share or distribute that separation. If you come to somebody that obviously you have boundaries with that are triggered, and you're just all over the place with them, and you're feeling like it's toxic, and you're just like, I just want to say goodbye already, be really careful about how you do that, how you approach that. Try not to be selfish in doing the separation, because that ends up leaving you alone, right? Even if somebody triggers you and you just cut them off and you don't say why, you literally just damage not just that relationship, but you. Because now in your mental space, mental conflict, you've planted a seed of, well, once again, my boundaries can't be respected, and people just don't get me, and people just walk all over my boundaries. You created that seed because you decided you were going to approach that separation by just cutting it off. So you planted that seed within yourself because you didn't take the time to be generous with your conversation. Now, what if you had made space and had that conversation and really shared and put out everything on the table? What kind of seed would you be planting then? They would have the mental conflict then by somebody who's not receptive to what you're sharing. The mental conflict would then be in their seed of, okay, this person came to me and they shared all this information and they tried to be really open, and I know I was just an asshole and I didn't want to take it. Now that's my mental conflict. I have to figure out why I couldn't just let that be okay. So if there is going to be any type of relationship separations right now, or people that feel like they need a break from a relationship, be extremely careful with how you present the information. Because either way, you're going to be planting a seed. And make sure you're planting the right kind of seed. Okay? Because it's easy to just flip on and flip off and be like, rah. You have a right feel, Katsumi. Thank you, hon. Yeah, this is the utmost wisdom. So people who know what seeds they're planting, okay, are the ones that have the most wisdom. So this is really how you become wise. Wise with your word is what I'm hearing. Thank you. This is how you become wise with your word. And your word is really, honestly, the only thing that anybody really has is their word. And if your word is just, gentle, true, and is beneficial not only to you and true to you, but to the other individual, then yes, you are not only being wise in your relationships, but you're being wise to yourself and the other person involved. You like my hat? Thank you. You did that cutting off, Dragon Warrior. And others did that to you as well on the internet. I think that's happening a lot right now, to tell you the truth, Dragon. I feel like a lot of us are looking for deeper relationships. We're really triggered by all of our boundaries. We're used to being in this hermit mode, but we want to start moving out of that, but we're so fixated in the habits of being in hermit mode that it's hard. And then we're finding all this disharmony in our relationships because of it, because we feel like we're energetically back in 2020. Energetically. We feel like we're still kind of there, and we're like, oh my God, when is this going to end? Okay. But actually, we feel like we are energetically in 2020, but actually, we're not. We feel like we're in old energy, but we're not. We're actually moved into the new energy, which is why everything is so uncomfortable right now. Because if it wasn't uncomfortable, we'd be okay with these boundaries being stepped on still. We'd be okay with being a hermit still. Right? We'd be okay just, I think you get what I'm saying. The fact that we're uncomfortable now means we're growing. So yay! Hey Ixar, welcome in, sweetheart. Glad to see you. So I do feel like relationships are a big thing. Communication is key right now. And don't be so afraid to share. Don't be so afraid to share. To share your time, to share your energy, to share your wisdom. Hey, I got this really awesome group reading from Lady Luna Star. I learned out so much during that read. It was great. This might explain your situation too. Share. And there are a lot of you, like I had mentioned earlier, who are also energy workers. Hi, Zero. Oh my gosh. Hi, welcome back. Glad to see you. I also was saying with this card, this generosity card, that there are quite a few of us in chat who are energy workers, but we are in so much in hermit mode. Maybe you are someone who's overgiving or overextending yourself energetically to help other people. That's not what this is about. So if you're feeling drained, I would take a break, honestly. Like, I took a break and I feel much better now. Okay? The world won't end if you just take a break. But there are those of us who are energy workers, who have experience, who have things to talk about, who have things to share that need to be shared. So if this resonates with you, if you resonate as an energy worker and you are not exhausted, okay, consider sharing your knowledge with others. Okay? So I feel like that is pretty much set for our group reading. I will go ahead and open the queue for our general reads. Wasn't a lot resonating with you, Courtney. I'm so glad. Was it very accurate for you, Fira? I was just putting in a chat, not that long ago actually, about how like I needed my friends to just chat with me. I'm like, please, all I need is a chat. That's it, just a chat. And it really does make a difference. Just a chat, doesn't it? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be a particular way. You don't have to do a particular thing. You don't have to be a particular person. You just show up and have a chat. Like, it really does make a difference. So those of you who make space to just listen to people, you are the angels of the earth right now, because a lot of people just need that right now. A lot of people just need that right now. Thank you, Pockets, for your bits, and I appreciate you. Do we feel like we need anything else clarified with that general read? Did everybody understand the message of the general read? Or have any questions with it? Just in case I need to join again. Oh, yeah, no. I actually don't have it, I guess I don't have the bot on. Let me open him. I can turn him on, right? Why is he disabled? Enable. List is open. Max people. 5. 5 of you. 5 is what I say. Because I only got like an hour. We only got like an hour today. But if this does resonate with you and you feel like you need more clarification, like I mentioned earlier in stream, I am opening up my private services again. If you are interested in being a patron, patrons do get private sessions as well outside of my business hours. So that's a perk, as well as all the other perks. And for November and December, those of you who are pledged, I'm going to activate services, but I will not be charging you as a thank you for supporting me during the crazy year of 2021. It's like a holiday thank you. It's like a Christmas gift from Luna. General read was perfect as always. Thank you so much. Answered questions I was going to ask. You still have a different question though. Okay. It should have put you in. Petrichor, did you hit? Exclamation point join, by the way, if you want to get in for the bot. If you want to get in for the bot. If you want to be in for the bot. 0! You're first. And thank you, Emma, for all the energy. If you're feeling blasts of energy, or just a little hug, you're probably feeling it from Emma, our guest Reiki practitioner. So thanks, Emma. We love and appreciate you. We do. All right. So 0, if you want to share your question, hon, we'll do you first. A generating of love life? Okay. All right, 0. I'm going to disconnect from the general energy, although a lot of the time that still pops its head up. Whether I want it to or not, it still comes in. All right. So first thing I'll do then for you, 0, is get a Whispers of Love Oracle card. And then I will pull... I told you, I said in the beginning of the stream that there's quite a few people that are looking for love, looking for friends, looking for relationships that are meaningful, because all the other ones are kind of chaotic right now. So your question makes sense with the general read. Okay, there is only one more slot for right now. All right. So, all right. Angels, guides, ancestors, let's please work together to get a nice solid reading for Zero Infinity, who I appreciate very much. In regards to a love message, I feel like they are also looking for someone, so any clarification we could get in regards to that would be awesome. Gotta do exclamation point join Petrichor. Shoot. I dropped my cards. Let's try again. One at a time, please. One at a time. Oh, thank you. All right, that is a good one. This is a good one. Are you, do you have someone in mind already, 0? I feel like you've been putting the intention out there, but you're kind of just checking on it. I feel like you've mostly been doing, like, energy work and intention with this. Ooh, thank you. Thank you. No one in particular. Yeah, I feel like this is mostly an intention setting that you've been doing. I do think that though you have done some energy work with it, which is a positive, I'm gonna just remind you to do intention setting in your heart chakra before you really dive into any energy work with this. I don't think that's quite been on your radar, but you have done it, whether it's conscious or not. There is energy work that is in your energetic system in regards to a partner or soul family member. So, like I said, I don't know if this is conscious, or if it was conscious, it was very small and the intention was set with it. My only pointer to you, 0, would be if you're going to continue to do energy work with this, make sure to place that intention in your heart center first. Make sure that's activated, and then continue the energy work. Okay? Okay, I'm going to draw a Whispers of Love Oracle 2. You joined when it came up ages ago, but that was before the bot was working. You're in the UK and supposed to be asleep, so apologies, looks like nagging. Aww, that's alright. That's alright. I'll get to, I don't think you're in there, actually. Yeah, I don't think you're in there. I wonder how you didn't get in there. It's weird. That's alright. We'll have next time, too. I'll do as many as I can in the hour, and then we'll see if I have space for more. All right, so we want a oracle. Love oracle, please, for 0. You still have some more house cleaning to do. 0 is what I'm hearing. I think that you're aware that there are people and associations that you don't really resonate with anymore, that are still kind of lingering. I feel like you don't openly like reach out to these people anymore, but they reach out to you, and so you kind of feel obligated to respond. And it's like this weird thing. Like I'm hearing that you still have some house cleaning to do with the people around you, which I think is why part of you is doing some energy work, because you're trying to clear up some of this negativity that is coming from these other people. So you've done really good. You'll still have some housekeeping to do with some of these people, but your love oracle here says, take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. And this is sitting in a boat. I feel like one of these people is the one that needs to go, but you've been hesitant to let them go. But they need to go, because you're doing energy work for someone greater than them. Okay? So this says, take a chance on love. When we love, our hearts are changed forever. So that's the same thing with this. So the main message is, when we love, our lives are changed forever. So who is stagnant? Who is unchanging? Who says one thing but then always seems to do another? They're the ones that need to be gone, because love changes us, literally. It changes us literally. We don't think about doing it. It grows within us, and we just do. So I feel like there's somebody in particular. This could be an ex. This could be the ex that you mentioned in chat. But I do think that there, if not this person in particular, there are multiple people who are just not changing, and you are. So in order for you to continue to move forward, particularly in love, especially if you are focused on an ex that is unchanging, okay, then that needs to be what needs to shift first. So the other cards look really great though, because like I said, you are doing energy work, whether you're conscious of it or not. This energy work is moving throughout your system. So if you want to continue to do it, I highly suggest that you do. Make sure that you plug into your heart center first. Set that intention really deeply. Spend a few minutes there, and then continue with energy work. So the first card that we have for the love reading is the Ten of Cups. And for me, this card is actually a soulmate or soul family card. So I do think that whoever you're doing this energy work or whoever you're doing this energy work to attract is working in your favor. There's two different soul family cards here. We have a soulmate card, and then we have soul family. So I do think that what you have been focusing on and I'm hearing the intentions that you've been making are being heard, and it is working. So keep going. You don't have to make a big, I feel like you might be missing this, because I don't think like you do like this long drawn out process. And so you're like, I set the intention, but I didn't really do anything. That's enough. Okay? That's enough. So you don't have to do this giant, massive ritual or like this really deep meditation. Not necessary. It's great. It can get you to deeper levels, but that's not what you need now or to get started. What you've done already is enough. Okay? Okay. Hi Timidly, you made it. Hi sweetie. I'm glad to see you. I did a general read in the beginning of stream, so if you want to watch that, you're more than welcome to. I am doing a small queue of readings right now, but I'm so glad to see you. Hi. So, congratulations. I do feel like you definitely have people who are going to connect with you on a different level coming towards you. The Six of Pentacles for me talks about like watering the tree, right? Watering yourself is what this card wants to say. Water yourself first. And this would be an equivalent to love yourself. Love your damn self, right? Same thing. Water yourself first. But I feel like you're still learning this. You know this. And you know this. But you don't. You're learning how to know it in actions. You're learning what actions best reflect that back to you so that you feel more of it. Particular actions, because some actions work better for you than others. Right? Sometimes what people say they do to love themselves does not work for you. And that's fine. So you are learning what works for you and what doesn't. So continue that process. Are you planning on going anywhere or traveling anywhere in the summertime or in the warmer months? And if so, are you going alone? You'll definitely go back and watch it timidly. Yeah. It was quite a big channel. Not that I know of. I'm not really a big traveler. Interesting. Because this would be the third card in the deck that's talking about travel. So this has a boat. This specifically was talking about in preparation for a journey. And then when I looked at this card, this is also talking about a journey. So this doesn't have to necessarily be like a trip that you plan, but I do feel like it is some type of journey. This could even be like a spiritual journey. I feel like this trip that you go on or this journey that you go on is how you're going to meet your soul family. I also feel like this could definitely be in alignment with watering this plant. So you could come across something that you end up being really passionate about that could help you move forward in order to find that soul family. Can we clarify this travel energy, please? Traveling to you. Ah, someone's gonna travel to you. You're not moving, they are. Okay. Someone will be traveling to you. Okay, that clarifies that, since you're not much of a traveler. They are traveling to you. So, which is very interesting. So it might be somebody from out of town. It might be from somebody from across the country. It might just be somebody from another state, maybe another country entirely, another continent. They will be traveling to you. I feel like it's out of state. At least out of state. I don't think this is somebody local. Hi, healing is everything. Have a nice dream. Thank you, Danos. Okay. So I will go ahead and take a look at the Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. So this Six of Swords was already talking about releasing some people, right? Cleaning up house a little bit, cleaning out some toxic relationships that really just are not good for you. Okay. You have learned to stand up for yourself. You have learned to you used to just let people be, right? And you wouldn't really, how do I explain this? You wouldn't pick a fight when it wasn't necessary. You would pretty much just let people be. You wouldn't stir the pot, right? However, more recently in the last few years, you've been more open to it in a gentle way than you would have been. I just basically see you standing up for yourself a lot better. However, you've almost tipped on the other scale a little bit. So whereas we usually start with extremes. So we used to be over here, right? Where we're like really kind of let people do their own thing, not really gonna speak out very much, not really gonna stir the pot, just gonna kind of let people be. Then we go to the other extreme, right? Because we're like, oh God, that did not work for me. So now we go to the other extreme usually, right? Where it's like, okay, I'm gonna tell everybody everything and just have at it. I feel like you didn't really go to the extreme, but you're dancing this weird line of extremes. Does that make sense? You're technically in the middle, but you're dancing this line of extremes. So you're not all the way over here, but you're one instance you're over here, and the other instance you're over here, and the other instance you're over here, and the other instance you're over here, and then you come back over here. This is creating some suspicion. You've stopped being a doormat for the most part. Yeah, sometimes you jump back there. And sometimes you jump all the way over here. But then you feel weird. So then you're like, I'm gonna go back over here. but you are finding a balance. But I do think that this energy here is making you suspicious of other people. But it's not grounded. It's not a grounded suspicion. It's a grounded suspicion with these people that you know you need to get rid of, but with everybody else, it's not a grounded suspicion. You're just unsteady in your own energy. Does that make sense, hon? There are people that you should not give the benefit of the doubt to, that you just need to get rid of, right? But I feel like this suspicion of people is starting to shift to all, if not most people. And that's not grounded. That's not true. It just feels that way because you're in this energy of the extremes. So I hope that helps you. Because I feel like if you don't balance this out a bit more, this soul family could come in. They could be a little bit triggering to you, and you could be suspect of them. That's why I think this wants to come out. So if you clear out the people that just need to be gone, and then you really spend time on watering you, that will automatically balance this out, this back and forth. And then you won't be so suspicious of people. And then you'll just be more receptive. I hope that helps. But I definitely do think, Zero, you have somebody on the way. For sure. But they will be coming to you. Do you have anything else you want clarified? Looks like they're going to be soul family. I think a couple soul family members are going to start showing up. 17 months now, Rob! Thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate you. What a crazy 17 months. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? That's beautiful. Thank you very much, Luna. You're welcome, Zero. I appreciate you, dear. I'm glad it could be helpful. Isn't it kind of crazy how, like, simple your intention setting can be and how effective it can be? It's pretty crazy. All right. All right, so Courtney's next. So we have Emma behind us. We're going to thank Emma again for doing so much energy work for us in the background. She's amazing. You do think the cleaning house part resonates with me the most. I need to get rid of energy I have for a couple exes. Yes, you do, dear. You do. Because, like that first card said, love change. It just changes us. It doesn't have to force us to change. It doesn't have to beg us to change. It doesn't have to. It just changes us. So Courtney, you're next. You already have your who you're looking for, Zero. You're already on your way to find them, hon. So yeah, just let go of that other energy, okay? It'll just help you feel better. You'll feel more balanced. So about a year ago now, I found out my partner of 4 years was cheating on me with a very close friend. And naturally, I did end the relationship. It's been about 5 months working on myself. You went off social media, but recently in the past few months, I've met someone. I'm just very guarded still, but I'm getting to know them more slowly. I would just like to know if this is something that I should open my heart to, or if there's someone I can trust. Courtney. Okay. Let me connect to the energy, Courtney. Do you find that when you look at them, you see yourself? Maybe not physically, but like you recognize parts of you. That's because they feel at the center how you feel. So in the same way that I think you both want to go slow. I think you both want to go slow. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's actually a very good thing for both of you, because you both have the same wound of I've been hurt, I want to trust, but I need time in order for that to happen. You're both in that space. So this is why you recognize you when you look at him. Okay? Which is great, because that means most likely he's not pressuring you, most likely you're not pressuring him, most likely things are just they kind of are. But I think with you, you're used to you don't want to come off with you. Your problem is that you don't want to come off as uninterested. And I don't think that's what's happening. I don't think that's what's happening. I think you've been pressured before to jump forward with things that you were okay doing, but you kind of wanted more time to do, but you were kind of okay rushing it too. And this is not that way. So I think it's definitely good to take your time. But I would be careful with the only red flag I'm seeing. I would be careful with this one though, only for the reason that involving, are you guys I feel like you guys are very much like a one-person team. Like, I feel like you guys are very used to being in a relationship where it's very me and him and me and him and me and him and me and him and me. And if either one of you have connections, even friendships or outside of the relationship, that can potentially trigger fears, which can grow into negativity, which can grow into suspicion, which can grow into mistrust, even when there's no reason for it. So that's the only thing that I see, is just be really mindful that trust isn't something that the other person earns necessarily. It's something that you give. And that can be hard. Because I see both of you, because of this wound, this same wound, not wanting to get too attached to one person too quickly. Not that you don't want to get attached to one person, but you definitely don't want to do it too quickly. So that means that you're going to want to have other friends around, which means there's potential to trigger that fear, right? For both of you. This is making sense. But I'll draw cards too. So Emma is doing energy work in the background. She's a Reiki practitioner. She wanted to help us this evening. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's really the main message that wants to come in is, yes, you can trust them just as much as they can trust you. However, that doesn't mean that you guys won't trigger each other to mistrust. Okay? That doesn't mean that you guys are not going to trigger each other to mistrust. It's actually going to be the opposite. So that means, not that they're going to do wrong things, but that they may do things that appear like they could be questionable. But you need to be able to have an adult conversation and really talk about those things. Hey, that triggered me. I really want to trust you, but this triggered me. How do we help? How do we do this? You know what I mean? Thank you. Yeah, how do we do this? Which road do we take? Yes, I do think that both of you are going to be not only attached to each other, in fact, you might be hesitant to get closer to each other for a while. And I think that's only because you don't want to be in that situation again where it's just you latched on to this other person. And I think that's healthy. That's healthy. So I do think that both of you are in this energy of like searching for golden fish in the sea, for special people that are just going to help you live fulfilling lives. And I think sometimes that means we find questionable fish that we thought were goldfish, but they really aren't. So there's going to be a lot of external relationship kind of testing. So if either one of you start connecting with people, just realize that it's a testing ground, and you may resonate with some of them, you may not. And that open communication really needs to happen during this phase. So I wouldn't be surprised if they say, hey, I kind of wanted to have coffee with a friend. And maybe that friend is a girl. But it is just a friend. But that means it's going to be triggering, right? But it is just a friend. So, just like you will want to branch out and find some more friends of your own. And you're not going to be specific about gender with them, right? You're not going to be specific. You wouldn't want to be held back, right? Just like they won't want to be held back either. So it's going to be a learning experience for both of you for sure. But I think that's why you want to go really slow. I do think that he tends to be more adventurous. And that's also going to be triggering, I feel. Because you've been used to spaces where that person is right there. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's more adventurous. So I see him going like on a trip or out on his own or out to do this thing. I see him wanting to really branch out a lot in many different ways. So be mindful of that energy. I still don't feel any energy of doing it to hurt you. You know what I mean? Aw. Yeah, thank you, Emma. Thank you, Emma. I don't know if some of you probably haven't seen Emma be so chill for so long. She does a really good job. Hey, Barnsey, welcome back, dear. Yeah, we're both very independent people. I do think he has gained a lot of emotional maturity. So I do think that is there. However, if you approach him in a way that is very needy or whiny or aggressive, I do think he's gonna immediately become suspicious because he's already dealt with that, and it's gonna be a no. So this isn't a time for pointing fingers or anything like that. This is a time in a relationship that just wants peace. So if you have something to say, you can say it. He has the emotional capability to hold that conversation with you, but it needs to be a grounded conversation. Because his trigger is people who are emotionally manipulative. And anytime you have an outburst, not that your outbursts are crazy or you're mean, but you do have outbursts, he's going to see that as emotional manipulation. He may want to walk away and just not be around you at that time. I'm not saying leave you forever. I'm saying he may just say, no, I'm done. That's my trigger. I'm done with that. I'm not going to be around you when you do that. Just be aware that it's going to be a trigger for both of you. But still not somebody that I feel is going to purposefully hurt you. So that's good. I would definitely make sure to have a conversation about like longer term life goals. Okay, this is the second time this card wanted to come out. Yeah, okay. I would have a conversation about long-term life goals, because I don't think that that's been a conversation yet. And you might actually find out, you want to go in different directions. But if you talk about it now, you can learn that already. And you can find that happy medium. Or you can work together to maybe mold a path that maybe both pathways can run into. But I would be extremely careful. I think any emotional outbursts you have are going to be a huge trigger for him. But I also see here, he has a lot of toxic people around him. Like emotionally toxic people around him. And he has learned with the general reading, okay, with the general energy reading, if you're here for that, his energy is very much in there, and I cut people off and just walk away because it doesn't serve me. I could see an emotional outburst, if it's not remedied, that he would assume that you're just like all those other manipulative people in his life, and he would go his own way. So I would really find a way for you to, I would really practice this sharing in a balanced kind of, as calm as you can be. I don't say you have to be perfect, right? But outbursts directed at him will not work. It just won't work. Even though it's for healing or it's to make things better, it just will not work. It has to be not emotionally charged and a sit-down conversation. You can be emotionally charged with things that have to do with other people. That's fine. But when it comes to what you're triggered about and how he behaves or how he's acting or these friends that he wants to go hang out with, that's not going to work. It just won't, sweetie. So find a way and find space to have a talk about it without being emotionally charged. If it's going to be directed at him. I hope that makes sense. But this definitely looks like there's a chance for lots of healing, for sure. I definitely feel like where you're triggered, he's growing, and where you're growing, he's triggered. So it's definitely a place to heal those triggers and move forward through them. I definitely don't think that either one of you have negative intentions with each other, so that is definitely a positive. The only thing that I see being an issue is if you don't feel like you can handle that work, then that might be something like, that might be difficult. I really do feel like we're quite good at communicating, and at this point there haven't really been any conflict of such. I'm politely back about it. Yeah. Well, everyone's going to be branching out, so I think when the branching out comes, there's potential there. But yeah, as long as you communicate, you don't have any problem at all. She's a Reiki practitioner. It's also that is holding space for the stream. Yes, Divinity, Chris. Absolutely she is. Good night, Danos. Appreciate you, hon. Alright, we have Rob, Wind, then Dragon, then Sage. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Courtney. You're welcome, dear. Woot. Awesome. And we'll thank Emma for offering her lovely energy into the stream for us. Hi, Treehouse dear, glad to see you. It's also possible to budge each other on your work needed areas and be able to meet in the middle on the things that you both need to work on in the future with time and small pokes. That's true, Nemesis, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely lots of room for growth here. And I don't think communication is terrible. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But I do see a potential for when we are really triggered for it to be trouble. Okay. Not that we're triggered now or we're triggered all the time, but when we get triggered, that's where I see the trouble coming up. And that's where I see it being really difficult and quite a dance, but definitely possible to do, especially when both people just want what's best. What did you want your question to be, Rob? Haven't seen you live in so long. I know. I've been so sporadic lately. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just meaning in general. That's true. Yeah. You're just meaning in general. People who have hard stops with things can budge over time. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, see, so Nemesis definitely resonates with what I was talking about. Because even he's saying, I used to not be very good at handling emotional breakdowns. I just run away. Yeah, I feel like that's very much the energy that this person has potential for. Just because it's too much to handle. And particularly for them, that's been an emotional manipulation thing for them. So for them, that triggers a self-defense, kind of energy. You have learned to cope with emotions better. I'm glad. It does make things so much easier. It's the silver crystal. Those of you who watch Sailor Moon know what I'm talking about. I own the silver crystal. I'm the most powerful being in the universe. Aw, very grateful for your energy, Emma, says Peachy Core. Thanks, Emma. Fighting evil by moonlight. Yes. Did Tuxedo Mask give you that? No. I gave it to myself. Alright, what path should Rob follow? Well, we'll give Rob a career reading from our Thoth deck. I don't need a Tuxedo Mask. Come on now. The Thoth deck. Thought deck. The Thought deck. Yeah. Alright. Which direction does Rob need to go in? Abundance. Rob got the abundance card. Whoops. I wanna know why Rob thinks he's not on the right path. That's what I want to know, because I'm hearing Rob is already on the right path. Rob just is doubting it for some reason, and I want to know why. Because I'm hearing Rob is on the right path already. Thank you. As above, so below. So we have abundance, balance, manifestation. Interesting. Yeah, thoughts create things. Thoughts create things. Thoughts create things. Hey, K-Dog. Welcome in, hon. it took you a long time to open up emotionally, Nemesis. I could totally understand that. They can be dangerous, Rob, if you start worrying too much. Oh, crap. Well, this card has wanted to come out twice now, so I'm just going to take it out. This card's wanted to come out twice now. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. You really love this job, Rob. So what's wrong? What's wrong? I don't see you often, but I appreciate the work you're doing here. Aw, thanks, Nemesis. You're so sweet. I'll be more consistent. A lot of expectations and bureaucracy. This is saying that you've withdrawn. This is saying you're not enjoying it as much because you've kind of gone into hermit mode at work. You've withdrawn. And that's what's making everything worse. And you're manifesting, right? You're in manifestation energy right now. So you think, then you feel, then you behave. That's your energy right now. You think it, and you automatically feel it, and then you automatically start behaving. You have gone into hermit mode outside of work. I think your hermit mode is what's making you question everything. I think your hermit mode is what's making you question everything. That's what's wrong. Let me get a different oracle for you. I'm going to get a divine feather messenger, because that's what's wrong. You just need to strengthen. A simple practice you could do, Rob, while you're at work. You can listen to gratefulness affirmations. Like if work will let you listen to music, you can just plug in affirmations. That will help you flip what you're thinking about, because you'll be thinking about what you're grateful for, which will put you in a loving energy, which will just bring that on stronger. And then you'll start pulling out of this hermit energy, because it's really the hermit energy you don't like. Which is why you're like, why am I in hermit energy? Why do I feel so weird? So we have the blackbird, which is saying the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. We have bluebird. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do it with humility and control. So this is saying just more of the same, that you are in a good spot. It's just this hermit mode, to tell you the truth, because you have unique qualities, which is why you're in the position that you're in. There are some untapped potential, I think maybe because of the hermit mode. And the time is right for you to access and master your abilities, right? Be the master of your mind. Instead of thinking those negative thoughts, even if work is a bit stressful. Work is always going to be stressful. That's why it's called work and not play, right? So even just a little change is going to shift everything for you. I definitely feel like you are definitely on the right path. You're definitely in the right job. You're just feeling off because of this hermit energy. And I wouldn't be surprised if you start shifting that more into work if you're not careful. So you become a master of your abilities by doing those small practices over and over and over again. So you have blue jay and blackbird. So you're just learning to be a master of your mind right now. You like the bluebird? Yeah, me too. Me too. You're in a good spot, hon. Just work on that hermit energy, and you'll feel much better. Okay? You're welcome, Ram. So we have Dragon Warrior. And then our last person would be Sage the Mage. K-Dog says the final year. Student doing so much work and got motivation through famous celebs from London Comic-Con. Nice. Nice. Hey, Ultimate James, welcome in, sweetheart. The illustrations of the birds were so beautiful. I do like the birds. I like the Divine Messenger cards. They're really lovely. Do you have a specific question, Dragon? We'll see what we can get for you. I'm so much better, James. Been working on so many things. Getting my life reorganized has been like the craziest, most draining thing. Alright, what general message do we want to give Dragon Warrior? Man, the Lightworker deck wants to come out for you. Quit playing small. We're ready to upgrade. We're ready to do some big work. We're ready to do some big work. I feel like my life sucks out on the outside, but not at the inside. You're ready to upgrade and do some big work, which is why the Oracle deck of the Lightworkers is coming out. So you're going to get some big homework. Bye, Sage. You were next, though, sweetie. You're falling asleep? Oh, no. Good night, Sage. Maybe we'll catch you next time. You need to be prepared for a full Friday. I don't blame you. Alright, what message do we have for Dragon? Thank you. Are you in a... I feel like you feel like your choices are limited. Do you feel that way too? I feel like you feel your choices are limited. And this has a lot to do with where you live. Correct? Yes. So this card literally is visually showing us exactly what you said. That you feel bright on the inside, but the outside is not right. right? All these people outside, they look like zombies. They look tired, they look worn. She might look a little less tired, but he looks angry. They all look, it's the outside. The outside world looks sickly. Hey, Nerdmeister. It's literally what you said, Dragon. So, having your choices restricted, right? You know why I'm putting it in quotations. Actually taught you to be better at unconditionally loving yourself, right? That taught you a lot when it comes to that particular energy, right? Feeling like your choices are limited really did push you to go inside and do all that internal work, because you're like, well, crap, if I can't change any of this, I can only change this, right? Which is great, because you have been doing this, clearly. But now, this becomes even more of a problem than it ever was before. Right? Not that it changed, but you changed. Now this does become more of a problem. But we both know, even though you think you can't change things, you really can. Now, is that ridiculously terrifying? Yes. But you can change it. You can change it. It's just going to take a lot of work. If Sage doesn't mind, may I have his spot, please? Yes, Petrie Corey, you can, dear. Yes, yes. Don't let me forget. Oh, you passed your second year, K-Dog. That's amazing. I'm so glad we could help you. Congratulations. That's amazing. I appreciate your appreciation. Alright, what other work do we have here for Mr. Dragon Warrior? Is it in this deck? I feel like there's one more in here. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. So we have Paradigm Shift. So this is when, this is definitely, these two cards are definitely working in tandem, right? Because I said this has always been the way that it has been, right? This outward situation. For the most part, it may have switched a little bit, but for the most part, at its core, it has not changed. But you have. And yet somehow, you're very unsettled in that energy, being placed in that energy now. So, what wants to happen is you want to shift out of it. But you don't know how to do that because it has taken all of your energy to learn how to be here. You cannot even fathom opening up the door to anywhere else in your living situation. You don't know how to get there. So it's not limited. You just think it's limited because you don't know how to open the door. And I'm having deja vu of this reading right now. I saw myself giving this reading 2 years ago on a break from Twitch. And I said in my dream, on a break from Twitch. Holy fuck, guys. Okay. Hi, bunnies. You just don't know how. You don't know how. You can, but you don't know how. And that's okay. Because this person here that you are deserves this door. And it's okay that you don't know how to open that door. But you do need to go through it. You do need to go through it. You do need to move. Dragon. You do need to move. And you can. It's okay that you don't know what that looks like. It's time for you to find out. It only seems that it's closed, but it's really not. It only seems like it's closed. This door will be a big potential. So true. Yeah, so true. Whoops. Acceptance. Accept the cycle of life. You're probably feeling like, okay, there's a difference between acceptance and complacency. There's a difference between acceptance and complacency. You have learned to accept you for you, which is beautiful. Congratulations. Most people don't get here. Okay? Most people don't get here. So I'm very proud of you, Dragon. But you're painting this love for you onto situations that it just doesn't fit in. And it's becoming complacency with where you are. There's a difference between accepting where you are for now and becoming complacent with where you are. And you're feeling uncomfortable. I love that word. You're feeling uncomfortable because you're shifting from complacency to accepting. You're saying, this space that I live in now no longer resonates with me. I'm choosing to not be complacent in staying here. And I want to move forward and accept that this is the way things are now. But it's time for me to open the door. And right now, you're not sure what that is. And that's okay. That's okay. To feel uncomfortable is to grow. Exactly, bunnies. Exactly. So, I think you totally understand what I'm talking about. You really want to get into, like, where do I start? You really want to get into where do I start? You really want to get into where do I start? Because I feel like there's a practicality to making the change that you need help with. So go through a list. Dragon, because you're definitely ready to move, hun. Energetically, you are ready to move. And you've been ready to move. Financially, maybe emotionally, security-wise, stability-wise, you're not sure. So work on those things. Get yourself financially stable. You know, get yourself some type of emotional support outside of where you live. Okay? As much as you can. And start building a space for yourself. Because that's what you're looking for, really. And that'll help shift all that residual energy that sits on you all the time. That's going to shift away from you. And you'll actually feel like you. Hi, Drafion. Thank you for the subscription. I love you. I miss you. Welcome back. Does that help, Dragon Warrior? Because I feel like you're ready to just get started already. Alright, Petrichor is the last person for the night. And thank you, Emma, for all your work, hon. You've been doing great. I'm glad it helped, Dragon. It's a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of work. You're used to all the internal work. You're not used to external work. It's been a while. I'll say that for you. It's been a while. You're not against working. Not like working a job, but I mean like working to build your life. You're not against it. It's just been a minute. So you have to like oil the wheel again. So, Petrichor, if you're still here, hon, we'll do you, and then we'll be done for the night. And then we'll try to be here on Wednesdays. Consistently. Okay? I try to be consistent now. There's nothing that the world could possibly do to me anymore that I would not be prepared for at this point in time, okay? So... Hey, Marco. Hi, dear. You miss these streams. You're always a lurker. I miss the stream, too. I'm glad you're a lurker, though. It's kind of cozy to lurk on, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you learn things, too. We teach everybody things all day long. Even when they're not in cute, you still learn things all day long. That's the beautiful part of, like, listening to readings. You really can, like, download little bits of information. Aw, Nemesis, thank you for your subscription, hon. I appreciate you, dear. Oh, should you move, Petrichor? That's... Yes, no is for the Thoth deck. Thoth deck is very straightforward. Alright, I'm gonna reset the deck first. Oh man, I did it the wrong way. I said reset, but then I shuffled it all a mess. Come on, Diana. What are you doing now? Okay, perfect. This one is almost needing to be replaced. This one's older. This one's quite a few years old. This one right here. You got this. Thanks, K-Dog. Hey, Glob. Welcome back, dear. Hi, honey. What are we naming our third Twitch baby? Why did the word why did maggot pop in my head? Because it's glubby. Maybe because it's glubby. Glad to see you, Glub. Thank you. Hey, Girathion. Thank you so much for the skip sub, sweetie. I appreciate that. Maggot is a great name. Uh-huh. Doesn't it? It feels right, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Alright, so we want I'm going to do 3 cards for option number 1 and 3 cards for option number 2. So, Pichikora, go ahead and set the intention for what option is option number 1. Which option is option number 1? Right here. Option number 1, the amethyst. Anytime. Of course. You missed me. Aw, I missed all you guys too. I did. Hey, Miss Synchronicity. Hi, dear. Welcome in. Alright. So now that we have option 1 calibrated, go ahead and set the intention for option number 2. We'll say option number 2 is the crystal. The Silver Imperium crystal of Sailor Moon. I'm Neo. I'm Neo Sailor Moon. Hey, love. Good to be here. Good to be here. I'm glad you're here, Miss Synchronicity. Alright. I feel like the intentions are pretty much sent. So I'll draw for option 1 first. We'll do 1, 2, 3. And then we'll draw 1, 2, 3. Does that sound good, future card? So option 1 first. I like that one. For option 1, please. Wow, holy cow. Only one at a time, please. One at a time, please. Good to be here. Emma is still doing work in the background. You can take a break at any time, Emma, hon. Hey, JCL. Hi, honey. Ooh, honey, number 1 is feeling really nice. It's been a while since I've seen you. Ooh, but we got the tower too. Okay. Been going strong for the whole stream. She really has. She really has. There you go, dragon. There you go, honey. I know, I've been gone for a while, JCL. But I'm back now. I really am back now. Like, I can't imagine anything else happening right now. I've literally dealt with so much crap. It's been one event. Event is the right word. After another. So, but now I can't think of anything else that could crop up. So, it's feeling like a recalibration for me. Does the first option, this is a home, right? A home? To tell you the truth, I really feel like you love option number 1, but I feel like you're hesitant because there's something off about it. Like either it's got like some, thanks for the hype trade, guys. Either it's got like some type of like documentation that's kind of sketchy, or maybe it's got a lien on it, or it's a foreclosure, or there's something with house number 1 that makes you go, I love it, but there's something I don't love about it that is kind of, it throws me off. I honestly think like number 1 is the best option for you, regardless of this hesitation or this like weirdness about it. Mostly because your first card was this card, which for me is the angelic protection card. So that tells me that this home and this energy that is filtered into this home is protected. So I think even if there is something off with it, like it's got a lien or something with it is off in number 1, the first option, something with it is off, but it's protected, and it is that place of the Empress, so it definitely has good energy to it. It definitely feels like it's well established. It definitely feels like, but something is off with it, and I think that that's why you're hesitant. But it is the best option. At least it feels like the best option. The second option, I feel, is more of a, how do I want to explain it? So the first card that comes out is Lust. So this could be an idealistic energy. So this home could appear to be the idealistic home for you to live in. We also have Completion. So I feel like maybe this house has more updates. It feels like it's more complete as a house, maybe because of its upgrades, and it's got this Princess of Wands energy. So it does have an energy of like moving forward. Definitely, you could feel like it definitely would give you that energy boost you're looking for. But to tell you the truth, either one of these options are a valid pick, but I really feel like with the cards here, number 1 has the most love in it. Number 1 has the most stability in it. Number 1 has, it has the foundations that you need. But there is something off, which is why I think you want to move. But I don't think it's worth, it doesn't feel like it's worth moving. You know what I'm saying? But this one looks pretty. I'll draw one more card for each one. So I'll do number 1 first. Thank you. Truce. Yeah, home is just looking for peace. Where you're currently living is just looking for peace, which I think is there and can be found. Yeah, I think if you move, eventually all that shininess is going to wear off, the shininess of the second house, and you're just going to fall into some type of stagnation energy. I think you're wanting to move because there's something in your current home that is creating disharmony. And I think you're wanting to avoid getting, I think you want to avoid this energy that's in this house. But it can be fixed. But it would take your work to fix it. But it's nothing major. It's nothing major. I think you're wanting to move because this energy right here is here. But that energy once healed. But you're thinking if I just move, that'll heal it. But it won't. And you'll just feel stagnant when you move. I think essentially you're wanting to move to avoid some type of healing that has to do with the home. Moving now would just buy you time. that make sense? Does this make sense? Moving would just buy you time. And then it would all the shininess would fade away. And you'd go right back into nothingness. And then eventually, this would creep right back over here. Does this make sense? And I'm not being told what this is. But you want to move because of these cards here. And they really don't want it. Do you guys want to clarify what this is for me, please? I think it's just the house in general. It's not major. There's just certain small things that you don't like about your house. And you're just like, man, if I got a new house, it would have this. But you can just put in the work for your current house to have it. And your current house already has all the love and the memories and the angels and the protection and your house already has everything that you actually need and want. This is small stuff. That's gonna creep back. It's small stuff that's gonna creep back. Does that make sense? Either way, you can choose. None of them had really terrible energy. I just feel like maybe the reason needs to be reevaluated. Right, so working will never go away as a house automatically needs an improvement to get what you need. For the most part, yeah. Yeah. The shininess and wearing off was exactly what I was concerned about. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I definitely see that happening. Then you'd be like, oh, I love the other place more, actually. This is nice, but I loved the other place. You know what I mean? Hope that makes sense. Alright, so it is a bit after 9. I do work a full-time job now, guys, so I am gonna have to head out for the evening, call it a night. I will be back on Wednesday for more general messages and readings. If you are interested in private sessions, I do have those open now, so yay! If you are interested in group activations, energy sketches, potential for private sessions, along with all that other bonus stuff, I do have tiers available on Patreon for that as well. Otherwise, I do want to start streaming on the weekend. I'll probably start streaming Minecraft on the weekend. Won't that be fun? So, keep that in mind. I do want to just chill and have fun with you guys. So that will probably be what I start doing on the weekend. Not this weekend, though. Probably not this weekend. 'Cause it's my birthday weekend. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday indeed.
Happy birthday. Yes, so I am going to be doing all kinds of crazy birthday things. It is going to be Halloween. We'll see what I have time for. I might do a surprise stream where I'm dressed up in my costume. I probably will do that. If I do stream on the weekend, I'll probably be in costume and we'll probably just play Minecraft.
Hi, Kanisha. Sorry, I had to say it.
And also everybody thank Emma for doing all the Reiki in the background. She was great.
For giving me this opportunity, everyone.
She did a good job. We love and appreciate her so much. And she's the only reason why I'm back on Twitch. So there you go. I'm just kidding. You guys are the reason why I'm back on Twitch. But she really did help a lot. Okay?
Everyone did their part.
Everyone does their part, yeah.
It really came down to you, so. I just was along for the ride. So.
Happy birthday. Thanks for the birthday wishes, guys.
And I just woke up. How long has this been?
You've been out in La La Land for a while. You're gonna sleep so good.
I know, right? Damn.
I'm gonna sleep good too. You're very happy to see you. Hey, Mama. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Good night. Have a great day tomorrow. Thanks, Katsumi. Thanks, Timothy. You'd miss your current home. Thank you so much. You will, Petrichor. You will.
Thanks, Timothy.
You will.
Sure.
Thanks, everyone. Have an amazing stream. Bye. Yeah, we'll find someone to raid. Who do we want to raid? I'll try to let you guys know in Discord if I'm going to stream this weekend or not. So I try to let you guys know as much as possible. So if you want to join Discord and you want to know if I'm going to be live, you can go there. Emma says night.
Yeah, that's only I can say.
Who do we want to raid? Is anyone else doing tarot right now? Tarot? Is anyone else doing tarot right now? We'll see. You guys have any suggestions? Suggestions for a raid? Haven't been on Twitch in like so long. I haven't even watched Twitch in so long. It's been a long time, guys. It's been too long for some people. It has really been too long for some people. Okay, I'm gonna see who's on tarot. Do we want to do a tarot person? What about... Who do I have a vibe check with? You went to ASMR. Should we do ASMR? Do you guys want to sleep? Do you guys want to sleep?
I'm gonna pass out.
Me and Emma are probably gonna pass out. Let's do... I'm just gonna vibe check peeps. Let's do this soulmate healing. Good to see you again when I saw you today. Thanks, Mama. Yeah, we're gonna have a great night. We're gonna be more consistent. I promise. I promise. The universe better not throw anything else at me I don't know if I could handle anymore. Okay, well, we're gonna raid soulmate healing. They have like really like my inner child is so happy just looking at their stream. So this is who we're gonna raid. They're doing tarot. They're doing tarot though. So if you did not get a reading from me, maybe you can get a reading from them. Maybe you can get a reading from them. But I'm looking at like their stream layout and I'm like, my inner child is happy. So that's who we're gonna go raid. I've never said hi to them before, so we'll see how we like them. So thank you guys. I love and appreciate you all so much. We will be back. If not on the weekend, then we will be back on Wednesday. I'll do another group, like, collective reading, because I do think those are very helpful for a lot of people. Because there's a lot going on right now. So, thank you to Emma. Have a great night, guys. Love and appreciate you very much. Enjoy soulmate healing, and we'll catch you next time in the treehouse. Good night. We're gonna raid now. Bye. Bye-bye.